in this one. The sun has hit the court. Conditions are good for 3x3, and we are off to the races. McSpadden to Goodchild. Goodchild bumps, hangs, can't hit. Igueravide stops on a dime, overshoots the shot. Alonso, no. Bourne controls the glass. Oh, Goodchild behind the back. And the lay as a result. So good start for Mila Goodchild. And Alonso answers for Spain. Goodchild goes looking for McSpadden this time. No good. Broken up. Camilleon. Spain keep cutting to the basket. And Australia might have the size advantage, but Spain definitely has a little bit more experience in this game. And you can see that because they're hitting on all their back cuts. But they can't get any points on the board because of it. And that's a problem. McSpadden overshoots the pass. Heyman. Back to a cut again, Camilleon. Foul on the play as we are tied 2-2 to start. Goodchild. Daylight. Comes off the front of the rim. Transition for Spain now. Question for them is, can they knock down some twos? Jimeno, no. So far, not yet, but they get the possession back. Alonso, though, that slips out of her hands. Goodchild. Tries to drive. Camilleon holds her ground. It's Bourne this time. Bourne fades on the shot. That is money. Bottoms. All net. And the answer for Spain, right back at you. Camilleon. And Bourne dribbles it off her leg. Igueravide Hezi. Oh. Can't do that. That's just mean. Sandra Igueravide, just the level of skill is still unbelievable. Spain a lead as a result of that action. The Aussies now back to it. McSpadden, and this might be where they get an advantage. McSpadden is gigantic. Blair McSpadden, 191. And Fowler and Bourne aren't anything to snuff at size-wise either. Bourne stands 188. Spain definitely doesn't have that type of size. They do got a shooter, though. But Igueravide so far, 0 for. McSpadden. Told you this is where the advantage lies, and she beasts underneath the basket. A 5-4 lead for the Aussies. They leave the shooter open. Sandra, splash. Feed the parking meter is what Australia is doing. You got to keep feeding what works. Sandra, though, on the other end. So it's McSpadden against Igueravide, and they take over here. As we get to our first TV timeout, Spain has unlocked their offense somehow, some way. After a disappointing start to the tournament, the Aussies, they keep feeding McSpadden underneath the basket, and she's delivering for them. Look at some of the happening so far. You get a V-Day with the slight hezzy and the scoop. Yuck. And McSpadden is towering underneath that basket, man. That is imposing. Out of bounds it goes. Who's that out on? Spain back to it. High post look. Jimeno. Camilleon. Camilleon tangled up. Defensive foul. It's the first on the Aussies. Get Abide. Down to Jimeno. There's a size mismatch there. Spain surgical in finding it. The finish not so surgical. Good job. Quiet in this one so far. Goes on her own adventure. Leans and lays. Game tied again at 7. A foul on the play here. You get a V-Day. Trying to clear up some space, and Guchout reaching the cookie jar. A couple of quick fouls here on both teams as we're approaching the 6-minute mark. Camilleon. Oh, look. Juana, no. That's Fowler. Opting to go on her own adventure. Hop, a skip, and a travel. Midi, no good, but it is out of bounds. Sloppy play here on both teams in here for the last minute or so. Who can break the deadlock? Igravide. Oh, the separation. That's $1 million move, but the finish is not worth that one. Good job. McSpadden back out there. Righty hook. McSpadden is just very clean with it. When she turns over that left shoulder, you better hide. Camilleon. Igravide. Stuck. Lefty hook. I don't know how she got that up, but it's a miss. Conditions continue to be difficult on these teams. It's warm, not hot, but there is some wind. Now the sun is on the court as well. Fowler, bully ball. Sandra to Alonso, no good. Australia with a 1-point lead here heading into the final stretch of the game. We are past the halfway mark. Bourne controls the boards. Good job. And that camera is taking a beating. That's like the 3rd time I've seen a thing fall over. Gimeno. Zoom in action with Igravide. Igravide working behind that screen is stifled on the shot. Couldn't get it up and over Bourne, and Spain slowed down just a little bit here. Good job. The Aussies went away from exploiting their mismatch, what they were doing earlier. Now it's McSpadden shooting mid-range jumpers. Apparently she's skilled at that too. Wowee. Claire McSpadden putting on a clinic here. Spain right back to you with the answer though. Bourne. Foul on the play. Good job. Working behind that screen. And that 1-2 punch with McSpadden's been working so far. This iteration of Australia, a lot more room to operate. In that pick and roll, or at least their tactics are forced more. And again, they present a huge mismatch as far as size, possibly skill-wise too with Goodchild. And it's led to a 1-point lead heading into the final 4 minutes. In Spain, as mentioned before, in a do-or-die situation. This is an early knockout round. If you lose this, you're out. You get to enjoy the sights in Marseille. Plenty of them though. One of the oldest cities in Europe. But we're back here. Struggling on the pitch first. Spain, Igravide. Actually, Gimeno lines up a step back and gets it to go down. The answer for the Aussies is left short, so now Spain is in control. Alonso. Yes, ma'am. 2-point lead for your European champs. This is the reigning European champ against the reigning Asia Cup champ. Igravide just short. First 12 for Spain to work with. Good screening action coming to Leon, though. Wild layup. Overshoots it. Good job. Broken up play. This time Camillion finishes it, but it's not cleared. Spain with a couple of opportunities to go ahead even more. They can't get it done. Now the Aussies with an opportunity to get back. Good job. Good job. Spins. The rebound's picked up by Bourne. And that size advantage is starting to count down there. Foul on the play as Gimeno had a mismatch and wanted to get to Wilson. Gimeno this time puts her head down, gets to the basket. McSpadden, good defense. If there's anything about this Australian team is the fact that they are huge and they can play some defense now. They are going to struggle to make a lot of twos. They could get that done in Chengdu either in the opening stop. They get the height. And Goodchild as the operator of that offense. And there goes that height yet again. This time Spain has to extend the foul. Fowler will go to the free throw strike. Fifth foul on Spain. No one close to the bonus just yet. Alexander Fowler, though, the 23-year-old, gets the game to a tie again, 12-12. Jimeno looking for space. Not enough. And now McSpadden's open. A midi pull-up for Bourne goes down. So now Australia in the lead. Spain needs an answer. Igravide opts for a drive. That layup, no good. Blocked out of bounds by McSpadden, who stuck with her. Alonso, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Igravide, no. Alonso gets the board, misses the shot. So the Aussies retain a 1-point lead. And our possession now. High post look, McSpadden. Midi, no good. Camillion comes away with it. Back to Camillion. Jimeno. A lot of action for Spain here, and it works. 13-13. Spaden, though, is continuing to feast underneath that basket. What a mismatch. Igravide. Spins, puts on the moves. Jimeno. He's fouled on the play. Oh. Fifth foul on Australia. The 2 free throws coming up for Vega Jimeno. And with 67 seconds to go, Spain could pull ahead by 1. A nail biter here in Marseille. As we continue Pool B action. Palm on the first. Tied game. Second free throw is good, so Spain is ahead. Now the Aussies are looking for answers. That is turned over. They couldn't get it to Bourne. Igravide, we've seen her do this many times, and this one just off the mark. Jimeno gets it, midi pull up, and Spain now with a 2-point lead. Uh-oh. Igravide, clock management here by Spain. Smart take, a bump, and the layup's missed. But it is it's the 6th foul on Australia. So 1 free throw. And Igravide puts the game at a 2-point advantage. Good child. That's a toilet bowl shot if I've ever seen one. 17-16, though. Get ready for this last stretch. 22 seconds to go. A kickball violation. Spain will get some more clock here. Call a timeout. Spain hold on to a 1-point lead. They'll get a 12-second shot clock. There's 21.2 seconds on the game clock. So the last shot of the game possibly could go to the Gangaroos. Good child trying to tell her squad what to do. You need to stop first, and then they'll need to score. Go with Bourne, McSpadden, and good job. A huge squad. Spain have Camillion, Jimeno, and Igravide. Jimeno to Igravide. Spain wants to milk the clock. Iguodavide races to the cup. She kicks it out. Chameleon from the corner, no, but they get the rebound. Chameleon flips it up and in. That might be a shot clock violation, though. It is. Spain won the challenge. I'm not sure if they're allowed to challenge. They are not. So that score waved off. That leaves 7.7 seconds for the Aussies. Chameleon will take a seat. Alonso back on the pitch for defensive efforts. Referees are, I believe, taking. They're not taking a look at it. Warning extended to Spain now. As they're being explained, I don't think there's a challenge in the women's series here. They can't challenge. I think it's clear. All right, Aussies, a look at a game-tying, possibly game-winning shot. Goodchild. Goodchild gets it to McSpadden. McSpadden, no. Goodchild with the rebound. She's on the floor. 1 second to go. McSpadden gets it a little bit too late. That shot is in, but it will not count. And Spain keep their hope alive of continuing to the knockout rounds with a narrow victory over the Australians. What a game. 17-16. And this one was tighter than your high school jeans, let me tell you.